Hey, what's going on? How we doing? Today is Monday, the 5th of September. Is everyone doing alright? Good start of the week. It's been nice here. I told you I think September's going to be alright. It's not felt too autumny yet, I don't think. But I'm here recording this at work, actually. I've had to come in early I run a quiz every now and then, a movie quiz at the cinema. And yeah, I'm just coming in, checking everything works, and thank God it does. So, got a few errands to run today. My dad's birthday tomorrow, so I've had to get him a card. You know, guys are terrible at buying. Well, the good thing is, giving a card to a guy, a man-to-man card. The card is probably the least important thing of the transaction, or the message on the card. So really, I could give him any card really, and I think it would just go. You know, it's you've got to get them something, and I kind of think you do have to get them a card, but you don't. It doesn't have to be. You know, if I got my grandma a card, it would have to say, "To the best grandma, to the most special, loving grandma," and she reads the verses. She takes all of that stuff that's written and printed out about 200,000 times. And sold in several different chain shops on the same card that grandkids give to their grandmas throughout the ages around the country. She takes all that personally, as if I'm personally saying it. Whereas I think a grandma probably picks a card out for me that she wants the message is more important. Whereas for me, picking out a card for my dad, it's just like it's usually a card with like a bear on it. It's never a guy. It's usually like a bear with a set of golf clubs and a pint in his hand. Isn't that a dad card? That really is such a dad card. It's never like a person. It's always like an animal, like a badger with definitely a set of golf clubs, and always a pint of beer in one of those like German things with a big frothy head. You know, so it's yeah. I think cards are dying out. But I've said that for years, and still card shops are still going. But you know, they sell them in like Tesco now, and it's a tiny little area. There's one card shop in Whitley Bay. I remember there used to be quite a few actually. So maybe it is. Maybe cards are dying. Does anyone even care? I don't know if you're like me, but I just open them, and if no money falls out, you have to hide that disappointment on your face. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Oh, great. Thank you. There's no such falsity than opening a card where you're expecting money and there's no money in it, and you know they're staring at you through the whole process because it's a one-to-one thing, and hiding that disappointment on your face is something that I think takes years to master. You can't do it as a kid. I remember my grandma and granda used to get me, always just used to kind of get me a present and then some money in a card. One year, I would say about 12, and they got me a card with no money in it, and then the present, which I was really excited for, because I was like, well, if they're not giving me money in the card, it's got to have some. This got to be a seriously good present. Open the present, and it's. It's the sweetest thing when you think about it. It's a clock with a picture of me and them two in the background. You know, everyone looking happy. And do you know what? I'd kill for something like that now. It's a really nice present. It's not a great present to get a 12-year-old who's expecting like video games, and I think I just put it down on the table and terribly hid my disappointment, tried to hide the disappointment, but just kind of started bubbling in tears, like not in front of them, but sat next to them and staying silent, and then just walking out with my hand on my forearm over my eyes, you know. Oh God! And then I feel like I told them that I was really disappointed in their present. Which I look back, actually, I don't even know if I've still got that anymore. But my granddad's not here anymore. Well, he died about 3 years ago, and it's just something really nice, and something I wish I had kept, and kind of wish I could tell 12-year-old me just to just to enjoy the present. But God, I was like, oh, there's no money in this card. Oh, I can't wait for this present. And it was a freaking clock. Oh, they must have went through the trouble as well of getting it made and printed out. And this is like the age before like even grandmas had their own laptops as well. So they must have literally went to a shop who did, they didn't just get a chain email through and went, oh, that might be a nice present from a, like a printers down the road, They had to physically go, I think Chris needs a clock. Do you know what would be nice? To hold a memory where we put our photo with him, how proud of him we are, on a clock, and go find a guy who does it, pay God knows how much, pay more than they'll probably give me in money and a present. Yeah. Oh well. If they ever listen to this, I really appreciate it now. Yeah, so I just got my dad an Amazon £10 gift voucher with a shitty card of a bear and golf clubs. But yeah, I got my movie quiz today, and it's something that it used to take me ages to make. I've done about 9 of them now, and we get quite a few people along. I try to make it easy and fun for people. I think I'm a movie nerd because I come out with quite obscure film references, or I know quite a lot of them. But there's some people that come to this quiz who are serious movie nerds. So the best thing to do is kind of test them on stuff they wouldn't know much about, like rom-coms and all that stuff. So there's always that stuff in there that the average person would know, but hopefully they won't. So it's good. It's a good night. How does it sound in here, by the way? I'm holding the microphone with my hands, no pop filter, and I'm inside the cinema, which is soundproofed. One of the doors left open, but I bet it sounds a lot more dead than it usually does in my house. Yeah. Well, what was I going to say? I had something that I was going to say today. I've written down some podcast notes. Oh, yeah. Beyonce's birthday yesterday. Do you all celebrate? Do you know what I found so interesting? How many girls hold that lady up as literally the second coming of Christ? She is the feminists. I'm trying to think. She is the feminists. Trying to think of someone biblical that's not Jesus. But God, what is so good about Beyonce? It's only me who doesn't get it. She was good in Destiny's. She's had some good songs. She was good in Destiny's Child. I think she's good, but I do not think she's as good as everyone. All these girls go crazy. They're posting their own photos with her. Literally girls that I just didn't even think, like girls that I thought were cool and they're just Happy Bay Day, BEYD, over someone. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Do you know what it'd take to ruin her career? Well, I was thinking one nude of Beyonce gets leaked. That's her feminist idol status gone. But that happened to Jennifer Lawrence. She was a huge feminist idol, and all her nudes got leaked. Actually, do you hear any girls speaking about her now? Looking up to her? You don't, actually. The first few weeks of that fappening thing, a lot of girls were standing up for her and saying how all the nudes were stolen and stuff, and they were still standing behind her. Now you don't hear anything about Jennifer Lawrence, really, do you? The fact she's kept a career out of it means a publicist's done really well. I've seen the nudes. When they came out, it was like, do you remember like being young and like if when I was 10 years old, my biggest crush of all time was Britney Spears, and to think if I was 10 years old if I were to see anything of Britney Spears, any slight nude, it would change my life. I wonder if there's kids who are 10 and 11 and then found all these Jennifer Lawrence nudes and just fapped themselves crazy. But if I was thinking that, and then, like, do you know what's weird? Do you know what I find really weird about that whole fappening thing? Is that a load of hot women started taking their clothes off for magazine and posing like artistic nudes, and Free the Nipple came about, and I'm just like, don't you realise that to guys, a nude is a nude, regardless if it's artistic or whatnot? I think an artistic nude is something just to tell a girl that being slutty is okay, or them telling themselves that. Your nipple in whatever there's not much, context does count for a lot of things for what's being said. I find that us as a society have really removed context from a lot of social things, but when it comes to posting a naked picture of yourself, does it matter if it's whether it's been taken on an iPhone in your bedroom or if it's been taken by a pro photographer with a £10,000 kit? Does that matter? Do you know probably more people will see the artistic ones? Is that what? So, just please tell me, feminists, is that the kind of, you're looking for role models, female role models, which I agree there aren't enough of. Why are you focusing on stuff like Free the Nipple? Is that the kind of messages you're trying to tell young women? Really? Free the nipple? This whole thing of guys can go topless and girls can't. Yeah, it's because you got tits. If it felt good for guys to have their pecs sucked on and played with during sex, I think we'd all be wearing crop tops too. It's a sexual organ. I don't know. Again, am I being dumb? I don't think I'm being dumb on this one. I think I'm kind of right. I think I also feel like I've only half got my point across here, and I'm kind of conscious of the time of this podcast. This is probably something I'll bring up again, but I just find it weird. I feel like Beyonce's one nude away from doing the Jay Lawrence, and who's the next one? It just I don't know. I think we're all trying to figure it out, aren't we? Girls, boys, blacks, whites. Did we have it figured out in the 90s? I feel like there was a lot less everything in the 90s. A lot less accountability, or not just, or people, there was a lot less blaming in the 90s. And, before then. That maybe we did have it figured all out, and now people are we're so bored. I'm sure I've said this before on my podcast, but I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast, and he's said the same thing. He's echoed the same thing, which I think we are a no-war generation. We don't. It's so easy to stay alive at the minute. The only way you go to war is if you choose to go to war. Which, if you look back, literally the past 2,000 years, there was probably never a generation that didn't. Apart from, from maybe the 60s onwards, maybe 50s onwards. It's only been the past 60 years, let's say, that we've been able to kind of live, easily and freely, and stuff that we're just bored and we're just trying to make some stuff, give us something to do, give us a purpose. And whether it's moaning about stuff, complaining about things, making other people feel uncomfortable. I think it's an uncomfortable time to be a white, straight guy who can't say anything anymore. You can't say anything because, like I say, context gets completely ripped out of the equation. Just a sad thing. Yeah. Well, thank you, Grandma and Granda, for that clock. And Dad, I hope you enjoy your Amazon gift card. Get yourself another frickin' Annie McNabb book, Tom Clancy novel. And I'll see you guys. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. See you later. Later. Later.